tell our viewers about what you do and what Edifying Ministries are all about?
Well, Edifying Ministries is set up to help young men that are really operating in a generational curse.
Yep.
Their mothers are locked up, their dads are locked up, and they also are locked up. And they're living an animalistic lifestyle. I mean, they're killing, murdering, stealing. And I made a decision to put my life on the line. I've been doing this full-time 10 years. A lot of people don't take it serious unless they lose a family member or someone that's close to them. You know, I just hope somebody that's looking at this program can be able to take advantage of this and connect with us, because if we can change one young man from murdering and killing, it's worth it all.
Okay. Focus so much on the kids and not on the adults, and that's
you
why
know, a lot of the juveniles that I work with,
right,
they will be released within 6 to 8 months after they're incarcerated, because the majority of their crime is selling dope and stealing cars.
Okay.
But a lot of the adults are locked up for 6 and 10 years.
Okay.
So what I'm doing, I know that it's need to invest where you see the greatest urgency of change. If we don't invest in these kids while they're incarcerated, look, 6 to 8 months go by like that, D. A lot of people say, well, just keep them locked up. You can't keep them locked up for stealing cars.
No, you're right.
The recidivism rate is phenomenal. Kids are coming in at 9 and going through this 9, 10, 11, 12. They've been locked up over 4 to 5 times, but they're only in there for like 4 to 5 month stints.
I've been incarcerated ever since I was 11. Been on paper for six months. And from 6 months, it ended up 7 years.
State some of your crimes, some of the things you've done.
Possession of firearm, carry concealed firearm, possession of firearm on school grounds, carry concealed firearm on school grounds, battery on the police officer.
I'm at a place that I need some people to realize that this is an investment for your life. These kids do not care about life.
Right.
See, they don't value life. We have a proven track record.
Right.
One thing I love about it is some of the kids say they'd rather stay incarcerated and have the classes than to stay out on the streets and deal with their types of circumstances. Because you're telling me being in here is more stable than being around your family?
Yes. Plan is to get out, to keep my job, my business going where I'm trying to run. I'm trying to get me a lawn service business going and go to school, go back to school, graduate, and just raise a family, be happy. Like,
I have young men that have sat in my class for 2 to 3 months, and their speech impediment problems have been stopped, and they have a sound mind. You know, they don't want to deal dope and hustle and cheat and rob. So you're saying at least 6 to 7 of your family members are drug dealers?
Out of 100%, I say at least 95.
You mean your mother?
My mother, grandmother, grandfather, sisters, brothers.
So you're saying 2 and 3 generations?
All of them.
Selling drugs?
All of them. Aunties, cousins, uncles.
So all you know how to do is sell dope?
That's all I know how to do, but that's not all I want to do. I want to do something better with my life. I want to be the one that come out of my family a better person.
So you look at it from a young man coming from being down and out and having an opportunity to get an education, to start reading, stop looking at a lot of television.
Right.
So we're really educating these kids while they're incarcerated, D.
By me having these classes, it teaches me a lot, that there's more to life than just keep getting incarcerated and doing the same thing over and over. And the Lord has put me here for a reason. That's why I said it's not by accident that I come to these classes every day.
These kids are coming from a generation that their father locked up, their mother. So a lot of people that are listening to this program, they probably won't understand how animalistic these kids are living.
I'm 16.
Just share a little bit of your life and your background and how you've been living over the last 4 or 5 years.
I've been selling drugs. I've been robbing people. I done robbed old people. I've been having sex. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing everything I shouldn't have been doing that God isn't, you know what I'm saying, that God hasn't put forth for me. You know what I'm saying? I never knew, you know what I'm saying, the Bible was, you know what I'm saying, this instant to inside junior class.
Some of these kids haven't seen their daddy.
Absolutely.
They don't know who their mom is. And see, and this is what we have to realize, that, you know, generational curses, you know, can only be broken, I have to say it, through our intimate relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ.
Have you seen anything that was, obviously this is not only in the urban
totally
community.
the same, D, across the nation.
Okay.
Every
Now,
detention center I go into, I could stay in that detention center for 10 years teaching because you have the same type of generational curse operating across the board.
I think just doing time without these classes will change your heart.
I cannot make it without these classes, sir. That's how I feel.
See, long as I'm not getting shot, robbed, or killed, you know,
there's no problem.
oh, they don't care nothing
Right.
about
They
it.
don't care nothing about
But
it.
these kids are being multiplied by having all these babies out of wedlock, and they're almost being, it's like a little army.
Because I got 4 kids right now.
You have 4 children out of wedlock.
Yes, sir.
And how old are you?
17.
You have 4 children.
Yes, sir. I got three boys and 1 girl on the way. Like, I really need help, and I want to keep on. I want this classes keep on going on. Like me coming, like you coming to see me.
Like this young man here, he's locked up.
Yeah.
He got 4 babies out of wedlock.
Right.
And you know, it's just a matter of time.
Right.
You know, a lot of the counselors sometimes prefer me not coming on their unit.
Okay.
Because I want to turn the television, listen to me, turn the tell me a vision off, pick up a book, R-E-A-D, read, receiving effective anointed direction.
Right.
We don't get these kids to have more knowledge and power in their minds and spirits. They're going to be stimulated by their natural feelings, and that's why they're killing and murdering and robbing and having these babies out of wedlock, because young folks are stimulated through their feelings.
Tell me, what are some of the things you've been receiving by being in the classes that we provide?
Time I feel like I'm coming to an anger problem or something like that, I read the Bible. Sir, a lot of that have changed. My attitude problem since I came here, I haven't got to an issue or anything with the style. That's because the Lord has blessed me. I stayed, since I got here, I stayed into the word of the Lord, and I walked according to his wills. And that's by me walking according to his wills, it changed a whole lot for me. Doors started to open up.
See, and reading is not fun. See, it's easy to look at 3 hours of March Madness than to get in a book and understand your purpose. See, and I have a lot of effective principles that work. They work because I'm a living testimony. And I have taken these principles and used them perpetually. And I got young men now that are in college that should be in the graveyard.
Every weekend that I see you are my support because of my family and everything. I be trying to do right, but at the same time, my family try to have me serve 2 masters at once. And therefore, in the Bible, it says you cannot serve 2 masters at once. Either you will love one and hate the other, or you will be loyal to one and despise the other.
But you got to put something up that costs you something, though.
Right.
You know, you just can't go in there with cookies and milk. You talking about men 16 to 19 years old, they got babies out of wedlock. We have to reward them with something that costs us something.
Right.
You know, that's why I'm low maintenance and high output.
Tell me a little bit why you kind of put emphasis on not having kids out of wedlock. Well, obviously, no sex before marriage. Why do you emphasize that to the kids? Why does
Because
it mean more
God
to
is
the
my
kids?
employer.
Okay.
He employs me. And he said that the married bed is undefiled. So if he said the married bed is undefiled, having sex out of marriage defiles yourself. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm just obeying my employer. I'm here to let the people know that what they hear, they need to be a part of. The Bible said, let them that hear have ears hear. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm investing what I got to deal with a kid that will not murder and kill. See, people don't understand how serious this is till you go to a funeral.
No, absolutely. Well, people don't understand how serious it is until it happens in their own backyard.
That's right.
To let everybody know out there is that I came all the way from Virginia for us today.
That's right.
I didn't have to pay him anything, you know, for the flight. I mean, he came up here on his own. He said, "Hey, listen, I would love to be on your program."
Just hold that thought right there. Dude.
Right.
Really, can't nobody pay me. My services are priceless.
Right.
You know, you can make a donation, you give, because I travel all over the country. I've been ministering for 20 years, and every time I have a speaking engagement or something to deal with a financial transfer, I tell people to give what's on your heart. I know that this is a necessity.
No, it is a necessity. And you have my support. I enjoy you being on the show.